Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Possessors, where today, finally, armed with a basic set of Metroidvania sort of extensibles, our basic moves, and our ability to gain health and whatnot, perhaps we are about to claim our first set of eyes. Let's go find out. Let's go see if we can. So I kind of want to just go everywhere, right? I want to just try to go everywhere. We can't get through the bottom there, and I believe this room is swimmable, and I didn't really try to go down very much. Clearly there are foes, but also there are indications that we are intended to be down here. Oh, that's a dead end. What? Why would there be a water bubble? Oh, because of the lobster. Which is very clearly a lobster when you really get to look at it up close for a long time. Okay. I really wish that would drop you a little faster. Okay, yeah, so those are in fact weird lobsters that we are collecting for whatever reason. What, it feels like the cooldown between your parries is a lot longer in the water. Okay, well I guess it's good that we came back here. It doesn't seem like I can get to the bottom of this space that's represented on the map. Right, because like even when we're all the way down at the bottom here, yeah, there's like a whole room. I don't know. I think we can go down this way. Okay, here we go. Let's hope it was worth it. Okay. I'm gonna need some air at some point. Oh wow, okay. When you hit the end of that bar, you do not It is not a like the timer starts or your health drains slowly kind of situation. You are just immediately burst. Okay, good to know. It may be the case that there are. Well, hold on. There's a breath extension on one of our pieces of gear, isn't there? Do the kitchen knives have? No, that's sprint speed. Okay. For sprint speed, a picture of a pair of lungs is pretty weird. I guess they justify it with that take a deep breath, but I don't know. That doesn't really work for me. Okay. Anyway, here we go. We do it again. And this time we're gonna go faster. I suppose I could refill my air at that bottom left corner. I'm not sure that that's actually faster than just going down. Okay, here we go. Ow. That was a saturated chromatic carbuncle. Well, look at us living the fancy life now. And we actually managed to kill one of those stupid squid enemies because it jumped in front of a projectile as we were reflecting it. So that's nice. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's hell. Oh, it's hell. Oh, we've found our way to hell. Grab thing, grab thing. Fragment of suffering. Okay. We're dead, but we keep the fragment, and our corpse will be right at the entrance to the area, it seems like. So I think on the whole, that was pretty good, and now let's never think about that area again. Okay. I didn't actually pick any of that up. I guess there wasn't anything, although there was visibly chroma. It was a total amount of 0 chroma. Alright, let's see what's up here. A path that must be struck from above. And below us, a path it would seem that must be struck from below. Somewhat inconvenient, I think. Yep, we're totally going to stand atop the Pyramid of Power. Ow. So we haven't been down there either. I guess we better check. Okay, that's one way. A computer terminal. Still here. Lamau. LOL, dude, I cannot believe that I worked so hard to become a Pink Pass employee and get the slightly better housing, and now I'm stuck here with my ass in a chair operating the essential Zooquarium climate controls. Let these animals die. I do not need to die for some penguins, lol. Everything is on fire. And then they replied, and he's replying to the reply. I don't understand any of this either, man. This is crazy. Emma up at the pump house for the dockyard says they're all being forced to stay behind too. Turns out Pink Pass is not actually good. I should have predicted that one before I begged my boss for the promotion. Emma said they had to lock her shift manager in a closet because he started biting people. She said, it's not like you became a zombie. It's more like you became a different guy who wanted to kill them. LMAO, I have no idea what that means. I hate people who type like this. People who for some reason on the internet use laughter as a punctuation mark. It's, you know what, if they do that in person too, then I guess fair enough. But all right, and then another reply to a reply to. I haven't gotten any messages from the dockyard pump house in a while, bro. They said their shift manager started biting people, so they locked him in a closet, and then after that, they didn't email or call me again. I locked myself in the control room, but then I saw the computers and chairs and stuff outside moving around crazy too. What is going on? I saw a table running around? I think I'm losing my mind, dude. I'm gonna turn the lights off and sit on the floor. I think the plant in the corner hates me. Yeah, okay, well, so that guy's probably been eaten by a plant. Might as well touch this before we leave the map. Alright, and we're not going to be able to get back up there, so let's hope that we really don't need to. Okay, these are going to be a little bit more annoying to deal with. Alright, that's good news. But wait, was there another way? No, there wasn't really another way. I could have gone at any point here. Oh, this sucks. These things have such a large strike area. Hey, there's a merchant over there, I think. Okay, so we're not supposed to go this way, which is itself pretty weird. Let's say we just accept that. Where do we end up? Oh, come on. Stop getting stuck on things. Oh. Maybe I was wrong. I feel like in the past we've only seen these particular lanterns where that merchant was, right? Yeah, look at him. What do you got? A chromosynthesis shell. Increases special attack damage, consumes all charges, damage increased per charge used. Huh. So whenever you attack with the thing that this is attached to, it eats all your charges and does the bonus damage. That's some more microfilm. I think that's microfilm number 2, and I believe what's-his-face wanted 3 of them, right? Let's see if there's going to be another checkpoint around here, maybe. Oh, okay. Because the merchants rarely occur more than, like... The merchants rarely occur more than, like, a door away from a checkpoint. At least in our experience. I'm having a lot of trouble aiming my swim, and I'm not sure why. She's just not being very responsive to sideways commands right now. Okay. Well, that's a way to get the merchant to be near the thing. Let's go grab all of our money and give as much of it to our helpful little friend as possible. You know, he just wants us to be okay, right? He just wants us to survive and thrive in the nightmare that we found ourselves in. Carbuncles, some microfilm. Still don't really know what these discs are for. Sample painkillers, always welcome. Aw, that's a shame. I don't like this sort of able to, like, fake its spawn and then hold out. It's actually remarkably hard to hit this thing without exposing yourself to attack. Alright, so I think that's just about everything below the checkpoint. Yep, so there's something over there, but we can't get up to get it. I remember that. So, up this way, I would think. Now that I have gotten sidetracked from it in every way possible. Doesn't seem super easy to go up in this room. Maybe we have to go up over here and come across the top. Okay. It was already open. It's just an ominous thing that I didn't remember. When your memory is as bad as mine, you encounter a lot of ominous things that you don't remember, even in familiar places. And you would think at some point, maybe that would train you to think of them as less ominous, but it really doesn't. It just means you go through your whole life in a kind of a semi-paranoid state. Now this I remember. fall for it every time. Except, I guess, for all the times where you would have to fairly say that I am, in fact, the one who fell for it. So can we get up any further from here? Ow. I got really whomped on there. Because this is like where we came in initially. This is where we fought. Right, this is where we fought the manta rays. And we can't yet get up over the side of the manta tank. Presumably, an issue to be solved. Oh. Well, I guess that'll show that camera who's boss. Ow. That attack animation is actually really fast if you're already standing right next to the thing. Don't like this at all. I guess I'm like between them a little bit. Come on, go to hell. I suppose there is such a thing as over preparing your shots. Huh. Just a second. Okay. I just wanted the stuff out of those boxes. I am gonna fall attempting to get up here. It doesn't even seem like the direction I want to be going, really. Yeah, I think I want to go over here. Want to know that one trick that Agrodine scientists hate? Yes, of course. I can teach you. For only 4 easy payments of 50 chroma each, I can teach you to thrive. Teach me to thrive. Ah, smart, smart, investing in your future. Here is your first lesson. Success is only out of reach for those who do not want to succeed. Thanks. Think about it. If you come back with more, I will have another lesson for you. Well, I do have more. Can I come back with more right now? Okay, I left and I've come back. That totally worked, actually. Only 50 chroma. Teach me, wise mentor. Your second lesson. Many people will say knowing how much power you have is true power. But true power is actually knowing how much power you can leverage. Luca, you need to stop placating them. They're just pathetic. No, I like him. We're going to learn another lesson. And then I'm going to have to go get a little bit more chroma. Another step towards true potential. Only 50 chroma. Here is my tithing. Dress for the salary you deserve, not the salary you need. Okay, that one was less good. I'm gonna go through this door and get you some chroma and come back. Oh. Okay, well that's the Zoo King. Ah, so you're the one causing all the problems among my followers. Shut up. I don't care about your followers. I just need your eyeball. Eyeball? What eyeball? He's not lying. He doesn't have the eye. I can't sense it. But this is the Zoo King. Tenant said this guy would have it. Well, I don't know. I don't even think he's possessed. Who are you talking to? You know what? I don't have the time for this. I have to give a seminar on building passive chroma. Why don't you talk to my downline affiliates? It's quite a threat. I didn't want to commit myself to an attack animation when I knew what he was going to do. Ah, damn it. Always either too fast or too slow. Oh, okay, and then killed before I can actually execute any movement. Well, that was fun. I was trying. Shit. Shit, of course. Oh, now we have to do all of that travel again. Well, the good news is I can definitely have 50 chroma by the time we get back to that penguin. Basically there already. I think... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, it's always a game of like waiting each other out. But I was about to say, I think this one's legitimately not going to attack us. Then he gave up his advantage and attacked us. Oh, that's not what I wanted. As you might imagine. Let me out of the water. Oh, if he can just spam exactly where the get-up point is, that's really rough. Okay. Are you ready for your final lesson? Absolutely. Build long-term trusts that you can extract wealth from your investments when they least expect it. And I think it's time for me to extract my investments. You thought this was when I would least expect it? Now, a time when he could just go ahead and kick my ass, sure, maybe. But when I would least expect it? Come on. That's it? He doesn't even drop like an item or anything? He's just a totally normal enemy? That sucks. Yeah, skip. The skip button down there apparently only skips the one line of dialogue that you're looking at right now, which is not what skip functionality is for. So it seemed like the foxes were hitting the enemy. And I would love it if they would get back to that. Get him. Yeah. Look at all that biting that's occurring. Oh, God. Okay, well, that sucks. I was actively traveling away from the thing as fast as I could. I would love to get hit by one of these. But it seems like... Yeah, it seems like I don't actually have the option. That's gonna get me hit. Ow. Yes, the fox is like trying to fight them. It's kind of helping. It killed the one. Oh, and then that thing... It hadn't been able to reach up to hit me before, and I thought that was because it was stuck on the lower level. But it was just because the other guy was in the way. This is a pain in the ass run back, and I don't... Hi, okay, they must be different penguins, I guess. I had been thinking that we were supposed to read it as the same penguin, appearing to us in multiple places, but I guess not. Yeah, what a very annoying run back. Oh, really? Wasn't that interesting? There we go. Okay, well, this got us the area with more total HP. Yep, it's not a long press thing either. I'm doing long presses. Ugh, it's just a skip button that doesn't actually do anything. Doesn't do anything that mashing the other buttons doesn't do. This sucks. But whether stuff can hit you or not is a real crapshoot in this game. Seems like almost nothing has a consistent range or behavior. Yeah, sometimes you parry those needles and they reflect back. Sometimes they just vanish. Oh, that sucks. I hate this enemy. I hate him so much. Are we done? Are we good? Oh, thank God. Yeah, that makes sense that that's where the checkpoint would be. Get out of here, animal. Scram! How did it even get up here? Dude, chill. It's just a little pig. What is your problem? I don't need to explain myself. You wouldn't understand. These things don't belong here. They must have escaped from a lab. Well, how do you know that? They seem like zoo animals to me. I was in the lab with them. All of their memories keep flashing before me right before they die. Even the non-sentient things, they still have memories. Dessa, you have to be careful. You can't get overly attached. You need to distance yourself. I can't, Rem. That's not who we are. When we join with new hosts, we feel everything. We learn everything. That's what makes me, me. If I stop feeling, I'll be just like these humans. Broken, unaware, uncaring. But you have to protect yourself. Everything the humans touch cries out for death. Their cries get louder and louder. I can't hear myself anymore. Hey, come on. I'm Rem, you're Dessa. We are getting out of here together. How much longer will it be until all of my feelings are replaced? All I hear is their pain. Yeah, there's a certainly a certain like animist view of the world that would make it very difficult to live with. the way that people treat things, and especially the way that our current like society has its values aligned. You know, I think sometimes of what it must be like to be like devoutly Shinto in such a world. But to be perfectly honest, if you're actually a Christian or something, it's not really that much easier. Ah, no. A little too slow. Okay. Wow. So I did try to parry the second and third waves there, but it seems like a stun lock. I was not expecting it to fire straight down. They usually don't, you know? Hey, do you need to take a break? What? No. 'Cause I can feel you getting really tired. I'm not tired, and how I feel is none of your business. You're so tired it's making me tired, man. You should, like, sleep. I don't sleep. Sleep is just a degenerate biological practice for humans and animals. And being a demon sounds miserable. What do you do when you're tired? Possess something. But you already possessed me. Yes, and you're making me miserable. Who's got me there? Points to him. I can't argue with that at all. Ah, shoot. Alright, what if everybody stopped living at the same time? I feel like we've got to already have enough materials for upgrades to both our number of painkillers and our max HP. Okay, more potency, also good. I don't really notice the potency differences. Probably part of it is because, like, when we're taking the painkillers, we're, you know, in kind of a rough spot already. and so I'm paying attention to the action rather than looking just directly at my health bar. But got him. But it feels like it heals me, you know, enough. Fully-ish. Wow. Great blocking, me. There we go. I really am curious from a design perspective what the value of attaching actually expanding your health to an NPC as opposed to having it just like happen dynamically as you pick up the items in the world is like why do it this way instead of the way that all the other games do it. Well, I didn't mean to piss off the wolf or the fox there, but by the time I realized what I had done, it was looking pretty ornery already. Damn it. There we go. Okay, don't love that thing surviving a hit. Ah, man. The guitar attack animation. It really is something. Hell is your problem? You know what? Maybe everybody could just leave me the hell alone for a little while. And that way nobody has to get hit with a guitar. How about that? Don't. Ah. Okay, what a goddamn nightmare. Just trying to go about my day. Everybody's got to have a problem. I don't think there's anything over there aside from the health refill. You know what? Be on the safe side here because this part sucks. Okay, I mean the damage output of this security camera thing is actually pretty high. Huh. So what is the meaning of this fish? Oh, this sucks. All I wanted to do was investigate the fish situation, and now it's got to be like a whole mess of other problems. Okay, I parried that. Not that one so much. Just like curious what the deal is with the fish. It seems like all it actually does is just block this hole. Because climbing onto its tail while it's going upward wouldn't accomplish anything, right? Guess it lets you get over to the... I'm not sure. Doesn't seem like it should. It doesn't look like there's anything to the right over here at all. Okay, it lowers that swing point to a place where I guess it probably does something. Whatever it is, I'm not going to be able to suss it out from up here. Alright, let's get ready to fight some kind of boss. What did you do, you little ingrate? Do you know how hard it is to convince demons to follow you? Do you know what Agradine said about me? They said I wasn't management material. Would someone who wasn't management material be able to do this? You know, that's hard to know, friends. I don't even really know how to categorize what I'm seeing here. They loved my posters. They loved watching me speak. They understood. I had it made here. They respected me. And you ruined all of that. You may as well just kill me. If you don't, he will. He who? My upline distributor. Who do you think taught me how to break into a cold market? This human doesn't have the eyeball. Let's kill him and keep looking. We don't have time to deal with this. I'm not... Are we going to kill him? Hold on. I was originally like, I think Luca's not here to kill humans. But she's learned more about like what her mother's life entails and exactly what it is to be an employee of this place. And she kind of knew already. And this guy, well, he wasn't in charge. I was going to say he was some kind of in charge of things, but that's right. They specifically said he wasn't management material, but he wanted to be. Is that worse that he wanted to be and he wasn't just because he wasn't actually capable of it? No, I think I'm not going to kill him. Oh God, thank you. I was just trying to sound tough. Just get out of here. Whoa. I was using that human. He was doing good work. Who do you think you are, interrupting my chroma harvest? I'm Luca, and I don't care what you're doing here. I just need your eyeball. Or one of them. You have so many. Oh, that aura. Your chroma. Rem? Is that you? Still trying to get back into the lab? Ah, Tygo. Look, we don't have to fight. I just need the eye. Still trying to go home, Rem. He won't go back with you. We have new plans now. Bigger plans. And you're not part of them. Ow. Well, that was not a successful parry. Okay, that's rough. So I wasn't even back on the ground yet from the first bite that hit me after, before the second bite landed. So that's scary. So that Zoo King guy, he wasn't even possessed. He was just working for a demon the whole time. That seems wrong. Like he was just selling out humans. Why? He did what he needed in order to survive. So did you. Well, I don't know. It just seems different. Like he chose to work for a bad guy? You know, whenever you judge others for how they survive, just remember, you're nothing more than a pile of flesh. Okay, what's that supposed to mean? You're trapped, limited. You can never, ever truly understand why someone does what they do. You ever think about how maybe your problem is that you don't understand what it's like to be a big old pile of flesh? She is not internalizing the lesson that he's attempting to impart. Okay, do we get to start it just... Yeah, we get to start it just fighting the bird with all my health. That's nice. So, like, there is a white bar underneath the boss's health bar, but that's not measuring poise. Nothing's happening to it when we hit him or stun him or anything. Okay, so it seems like if I'm going to just parry those, I need to do normal F button parry at least the first one or two. Okay, keeping a stone, like it bouncing, it seemed like, until he charges into it. Seems like a big deal. Ow. Laser beams. Okay, we're learning some things about laser beams. Not one of the more difficult bosses. Beyond the triple bite, it really should be normal parry, then glasses parry if I can pull it off. You really give your host a lot of freedom, Rem. If you don't consume her, she might consume you. We made a deal. Humans are so easy to trick. Did you tell her we can't lie? They love that one. Alright, the Eye of Tygo. One of 4 severed human eyes needed to activate the retinal scanner on the door to the vault. We're doing it. Should I go backwards? Well, let's just... The executive's key. We have needed this in so many places. And then she said, oh, you just need to try harder. I swear, if I was getting a PhD, she would still say, oh, you need to try harder. Nothing's ever good enough for my mom. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I would hate school even more if it was physically possible. But at least it's a break from her, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. My granddad has a carer during the day while I'm here. Oh, I forgot. I have a ticket for you from the award ceremony. To the what? The award ceremony for my experiment poster. Remember I won that competition last month? My mom can't come, and my granddad literally can't get out of bed, so I thought, you want me to come to your dumb science thing? God, Luca, after everything I just explained, my mom thinks I'm an idiot compared to you. She's been hassling me over that dumb poster for months. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think... Yeah, you never think about how all this overachiever stuff affects me. You're constantly making me look like a fuck-up in front of my mom. God, I gotta cool off. I'm out of here. I think poor Luca's been swallowing a lot of emotions for a long time. Okay, that's interesting. And there's a counter, 14 of 24. So wait, this is just... Let's make sure we've actually gone to the end here and seen the wall. So there's like a small internal tram line, I guess? Hey, when we fought Tygo, he said something about your previous host? Who were you possessing before you met me? You had like a big old hole in your gut or something. Did Tygo do that? He didn't. So who did then? That's none of your business. Oh, is that private for demons? It's private for me. Who was your host? Or is that private too? Look, I don't even remember what his name was. I didn't possess him for very long. Maybe 15 minutes. There was just a lot of screaming, running around, humans dying everywhere. And when I possessed him, he was unconscious. His shoes were soaked with blood. I remember that. Oh. I'm sorry, man. Let's just keep moving. Okay, I'm going to not hit the box. Look at that. Perfect. And then I'll pop that door open, and now we're up here. Okay, so we may as well make sure we check out all the rooms before we go. It's good to know that attempting to travel through this upper area wouldn't have worked in the first place. Wow. Okay, I'm going to just get out of the middle. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to be stun-locked to death. Cool. Yeah, I did not have control of myself for any time between first getting hit there and last getting hit there. But like I was saying, it's good to know that I didn't miss anything by not heading up here when we were able to earlier, since we would have run into this locked door anyway. I believe that didn't hit him. Okay. Wow, really, really good parrying. Okay, that helps. That does not. Yeah. The fact that the enemies can only absorb each other's projectiles one way actually does screw a lot of things up. Okay, damn. What an incredibly frustrating combat. Oh, that's annoying too. Yeah, the behavior with the swinging, where if your feet come into contact with anything, you lose your swing, does make it a lot easier to get like rudely interrupted in a way that feels really jarring. Are remarkably sturdy. Good at jumping around me and attacking from the other side. Not so good at realizing that this game is pretty bad at determining where hitboxes are. Okay, I mean there's something going on up there. Can I hit that from here? Sure can. Okay. Please just be dead. Okay, so I'm like totally out of gas here. So I remember getting here before and thinking that we would have to figure out how to swim up waterfalls to get up there, but apparently that's not exactly correct. Slightly above where I am now. Except I can't. There we go. That's where it is. I remember now. Okay, now that we've actually scoped all that out. See if we can't make it back to the actual subway at least. Okay, I guess that's weird. Like, there's such a big, obvious space in that corner, you know? I can't believe I took damage from that thing falling over on my toe. What's this? Oh my, a human working with one of us. Yeah. Who are you? You're upsetting Bort. Your son's named Bort too? I'm Luca. You're normal? Oh, I'm not normal at all, and neither are you. I'm Teska. Which of us is possessing you? I can tell someone's hiding there. It's me, Rem. Do we know each other? Oh, not at all. But I've heard about you. A grim warrior, supporting your weeping friend. Okay, well, I don't know if I'd put it that way. Blah! Yes, Bort, he's quite frightening. But he's not trying to kill us. Yet. Hey, we won't kill you. Don't worry about that, little guy. Well, be on your way, then. I'm having enough trouble taking care of Bort. I don't need looky-loos. Well, is there something that Bort needs? What's your deal? What are they saying? Why are you asking me? This isn't demon language? No, it's not. Alright, sorry to bother you, Bort. May I help you? Do you need help with him? He seems in distress. I just young woman. This is a bit awkward. I have a request. Bort isn't feral, but he still consumes human flesh. I know, it's a bad habit. I've tried to wean him off it, but he still wants it. There aren't that many humans left, right? Are you killing them? Oh, absolutely not. Bort scavenges corpses, and he eats demons sometimes, if he has to. Okay, do you want to eat me? No. But I can tell you're carrying around some organs? Some meat. Oh, yeah, I have some gross stuff for sure. It's kind of useful to me, though. I use it on my weapons. No, I know, it's such a big request, but Bort can smell those lungs on you. He keeps asking me about them. I would love to prepare him a filling meal. I could use any extra lungs you have. Yeah, you know what? All yours. Guess I don't need these extra lungs that badly. Thank you. I'll prepare him a wonderful meal. Cool. Preserved lung? Fried lung? What would you like best, Bort? Blah! We're still deciding, Luca. This may take a while. Okay, I'm not allowed to ask her the other question about being a TV, which is what I was trying to do. Well, at least we've made a friend here. So that's good. Wait, if this is... It seems like there's something just beyond the elevator. I can't jump out of it quickly enough. Also, a room over here. Hitting the enemies into each other is really good. Okay, just for a carbuncle. And I guess if we find any more delicious organs, we know where to bring them. So this room over here is still not, like, really explored up to the top. We did a pretty good job in most places. Let's just take a quick look at it before we leave the aquarium. Possibly forever. Wait, does this not? Oh, it's a right. It's a slide. It's like the opposite of a leap of faith. It is a slide of hoping I don't slide into anything gross. Okay, yeah, it doesn't seem like there's actually any way up. right, well, eyeballs. What do you make of that? We're finally doing the damn thing. When you come back next time, we will probably stop back by the mall real quick to upgrade our health and meds, and then be on the hunt for the next one. And hopefully, we can actually knock these out relatively quickly now that we kind of like have our tools and everything. So come back next time to see if that's the case, or what kind of horrible complications will reveal themselves. And we'll see you then.